going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be testing out the Polyphony on the Yamaha Modx M6. Now this is a top question that I always get in the comments. Hey, I keep running out of Polyphony on my keyboard. How is the Polyphony on the Modx M6? Today we're going to find out. I'm going to let you know. You're going to watch me. We're going to see what this keyboard can handle and what it can't handle. We're going to really try to push it to the limits. Let's get into it. All right, now when you pull up the M6, this is the screen that you are presented with. I'm going to be building out a patch in the AW M2 engine. Now this is the Polyphony rate with each engine. So according to the research that I did, on the ANX, this engine can handle up to 12 notes of Polyphony, right? And then on the AW M2 engine and the FMX engine right there, you can get up to 128 note Polyphony. So if you're trying to build out a big patch on the ANX engine, it's going to cut out because it's not meant to handle that. So when you want to build out a patch using piano pads, strings, bells, brass, you're going to want to use either that AW M2 engine or the FMX engine. I recommend that you use the AW M2 engine. So we're going to click on that. Now we're just going to start building out the patch. So right now I want to change my view using this knob right here. I'm going to use just the standard view, right? So we're just going to start with a piano. So let's pull up a piano and let's make sure we're using single sounds. Let's just use the classic CS, the C7 Grand. So right, so we got a piano. We know we're good right now, right? And if you're still watching this video and you're wondering what is Polyphony, the best way I can explain it is like this. So we know when we're playing a sound, a single part sound like a piano, typically that piano doesn't cut out, it doesn't choke up, it doesn't glitch or any of that. If you build out a performance that has too many sounds, it starts to eat away at the Polyphony, and the effect that it presents is the sound starts cutting out, it starts becoming choppy, and it gets a little glitchy. Also delayed as well. Like if you're running too many sounds, the keyboard essentially cannot handle that processing power with the notes. That's the best way I can explain it. Most of you watching this video, you probably know what Polyphony is. There's a more technical definition of Polyphony. I know someone is going to comment what technically Polyphony is, but for you that just want to keep things simple, think of it like that. If I use too much Polyphony and I use too many sounds, the keyboard cannot handle the processing power of all of the notes and sounds going on. Think of it like that. All right, so we got a piano patch. Let's just go to a random pad. All right, so let's go over here to single sounds because that's what we're literally looking for. We're looking for those single part sounds. All right, I actually like that sound. I don't like the cutoff on it though, so we need to change that. Right now we have a piano and we have pads going on. It doesn't sound like it's chopping up at all. I want you to comment down below where do you think we're going to max out at the polyphony? Like, which part is it going to be too much for the keyboard to handle? I think we're going to probably max out somewhere between part 6 or between part 7. Yeah, let me know. Hey, real quick, so if you are interested in purchasing gear in the near future, or if there is a product that I have recommended to you on this channel, I want you to check out the links that I have down below in this video. I am an affiliate with Sweetwater, so by using my links down below, it helps support the channel so I can continue to make great content for you guys. Everything that you see in my studio right now, 90% of it comes from sweetwater.com. So definitely check them out. And if you are interested in gear, again, check out the links down below. Let's get back to the video. Strings take up a lot of polyphony. Let's go with the ballad strings. Let's build. Sounds like we're good right now with the pad and the strings. All right, let's get a little creative. Let's add in some of my gospel sounds. Let's pull up MKS EP2 with the chorus. And if you want access to this, you can click the link below, of course. So that's the classic gospel sound right there. Let's blend it together. I'm just trying to max out the polyphony, that's all. So we got 4 parts right now. It sounds fine, right? Let's add in a brass sound. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Change the octave. Are we getting a little bit of polyphony dropout? So I feel like some of the polyphony right now is dropping out, but it's very subtle. So you may or may not can tell, but we've got to part 5. We're using all single sounds, and I can really tell that the polyphony is starting to get choked up a little bit, and it's starting to drop out slightly. Let's add in another part. I predicted that the sound was going to cut out around 6 or 7 or so. But yeah, we'll see. Patches. Let's go to MK80. And this is another classic gospel sound. Kind of get that little brightness, you know. So the polyphony is starting to cut out for sure. Hear that? Kind of starting to choke up a little bit. I said I wasn't going to edit the sound too much, but the reverb right now is a lot. We've kind of reached our limit at about 6 sounds. You kind of hear that polyphony drop off a little bit, right? Starting to get choppy. So I think it depends on how you play as well. Like if you're in a churchy moment, a Pentecostal moment, I'll say, the polyphony probably is going to cut out much sooner versus you're playing like a worship song. So yeah, it depends on how you play. Let's pull up another keyboard sound. Let's pull up a Rhodes. So after a little bit of research that we have done, what have we learned? Number one, I think the one thing that I have learned for sure is depending on how you are playing, let's say you use 5 or 6 parts, depending on how you're playing determines whether you're going to encounter polyphony issues. Because as you saw when we kind of played a slow worship song or just slow music, not using a bunch of notes, we noticed that there wasn't a huge polyphony drop off. But when I started playing more of a churchy style, with more notes sustaining with about 5 or 6 sounds, we started to notice how the polyphony started cutting out slightly. Even as the polyphony was cutting out slightly, I feel like the polyphony didn't sound as bad as some of the older Yamaha keyboards. Sometimes when that polyphony cut out, it sounds super bad. But yeah, so the polyphony kind of cuts out between 5 or 6 parts. So the sweet spot, I think, for these keyboards is going to be, if you're going to build a patch, build out only 4 sounds. I think 5 is pushing the limit a little bit, but it depends on how you're playing. If you're in a Pentecostal moment, if you're in a churchy moment, if you're in a Baptist fit moment, you may only want to use between 3 or 4 sounds so you don't get that choppiness and encounter the drop off. Some of you watching this video, you may be saying, why do I need to use 5 or 6 sounds to build out a performance? Well, you don't. I mean, there's a lot of people, they may only use piano and a pad and it works for them. But when you meet people like myself, I like to build patches that have at least 4 parts, sometimes even 5 and 6 parts. Just depending on the setting that I'm playing in. It just gives me options and helps me to flow better when I know I have piano pads, maybe another EP underneath and a synth. And yeah, there's so many options that you can do when building out patches and creating your own unique sound. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. That's all we got for today. Comment down below, what do you think about the polyphony test that we did in this video? I know some of you, you're probably going to say you use your own samples inside of this video testing out the polyphony. It doesn't count. I think it does count. You kind of get an overall picture of how much this keyboard can handle in terms of the polyphony. So it does count. But comment down below. Tell me what you think. That's all we got for today. Thank you guys so much for your support. We are out.